Thank you, everybody. Thank you, and welcome to a new season of Rockies baseball in 2022. Now, we've had a little bit of a tough off-season, much more difficult than expected, but I still think we're in a positive position here to build off of a good 2021 season. Now, do we have any questions? Yeah. Randy Rivers, local sportscaster. Now, man, through the off-season, you lost your third baseman. No, look, mate, I will not be answering any questions about that snake. All right, man, calm down, bro. So tell me then, how will you fill the hole left at third base by Aaron? Do not say that name in my presence, mate. But to answer your question, I was very impressed in spring training by both Ryder Jones and Ryan Velarde. Now, Ryder's going to get first crack at the shirt, but I'm confident that we'll be okay at third base this season. Now, do we have any questions that are not related to third base? No? Well, then I'm out of here. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 3, Episode 1 at the Colorado Rockies, and today we face the New York Mets. We're hosting them on opening day, and hopefully this is going to be a season even better than last year when I thought we did quite well playing over 500. Now, what to catch you up on, obviously we've had spring training. I'll show you how that got on in just a second. We have done one trade, so maybe we'll catch up on that first. So out has gone Yency Almonte. I think I may have made a mistake in this one, if I'm being completely honest. I maybe should have given him another chance. He played 2 seasons for us, well, 1 season for me, actually, and really didn't do well. And I'd kind of given up on him, and now I'm wondering, having seen him here, if maybe I've made a mistake. But he went back to AAA last year and didn't do well. Basically, if we put him in AAA this year, he was going to go on waivers. So I thought rather than risk losing him on waivers, which we probably would have done, try and get something for him. So what we got was Darian Gonzalez. Now, star rating wise, he's not necessarily as good, but he's a starting pitcher option. So I'm hoping that he will develop for us. Like I say, I think in hindsight, I may have made a mistake here. I might have been better off just giving Almonte a chance, but yeah, that's the change that we've made. I didn't want to risk losing Almonte for nothing. So that's the trade that we've made. Let me know what you think of that in the comments. Hopefully this guy will come off for us, but if not, you know, Almonte wasn't playing for us in any case. Now, one other change that I have made coming into the season is we're going to look to use Valdez. He was a starter. That's what we traded for him for. We're going to look to use him as a closer. We've really struggled to find someone to close out games for us. I'm hoping this guy will be a bit of a strikeout merchant for us. He gets, 10 strikeouts per 9 innings. So if he can keep that form up, he will hopefully do okay. He's giving up too many runs as a starter. So that's sort of my experiment for the season. And the third baseman that's going to be coming in, we'll have a look at the team in just a second. But we're going to give Ryder Jones first crack of the whip at third base. And hopefully he'll do a good job for us. But as I mentioned in the press conference there, the other option, he did do well in preseason as well as spring training, was Ryan Velarde. Arguably, he is a better player, certainly by star rating wise. The reason that we're giving Ryder the chance first up is that he only played AA last year, did fantastically well, and did well the season before in AAA. But he didn't play too much there, to be fair. But I just want to give him a little bit of time in AAA just to make sure that step up's not too big for him. So that's that change done as well. Now, let's go and have a look at how spring training went. So these are the standings. It wasn't too bad. Not as good as last year. I think we were top of the standings last year, but we had a winning record, which is nice. Now, obviously, this doesn't, you would imagine, mean too much because the Dodgers were below us and so were the Padres, and they were both, ridiculously good teams last year. Of course, the Dodgers defending World Series champions. Now, if we go and have a look at the preseason predictions, that's the American League side of things, so you can see how everything is expected to shape up there. And if we go down to the National League, you can see we are expected to have a losing record, be 4th in the division. So let's hope that doesn't happen. But we can see the pitching and hitting leaders there. No Rockies to mention. So the game is predicting us to have a bit of a rough time of things. Let me know how you think we'll get on in the comments. I'm a little bit more optimistic than that, but now I'm wondering a little bit, to be honest, but that's what the game is predicting from us. Now, have a quick look at how everybody did do in spring training. If you want to have a longer look as ever, just give it a quick pause. Do I have the spring training stats? I thought I did. Maybe I don't. So we want to go game type spring training, and we want pitching stats 1 for the pitchers. I did have Valdez down in AAA. I think, or was it spring training? Maybe he's still tied from spring training, actually. A couple of Kawhi ideally would have done a little bit better. We'll have a look at the starting rotation, because all the pitchers actually, because you won't necessarily get to see them in the start in the what's it called, the team selection screen. So Seth Zuzella is going to be our number 2 starter for the start of this year. He was brilliant last year, absolutely much better than I expected. Kawhi will go number 3 in the rotation. He is potentially very, very good. So let's hope he builds on a decent season last year. Number 3 to start things off will be Konine. He was a little bit hit and miss last year. The head scout rates him higher than OSA does, so we'll give him a start to chance and see how he goes from there. And Hoffman is going to come into the starting rotation as well as number 5 starter for the start of the season. Marquez is back soon. We'll see how he recovers. And we do have other options to start as starters as well. Now, we just saw Valdez as the closer. The 2 setup guys will be Fernando Ramiro. He did a decent job there for us last year. ERA of 3.41, so let's hope that continues. And moving up into that role will be Jacob Patterson. Now, he had an ERA of 2.55 last season. So hopefully he will come in and be able to just, help close out games for us. The middle relievers, Blake Vyman. He did a decent-ish, his ERA was over 5 last year. He's someone that's on the outs, I think, just has the 2 pitches, which is never ideal. Tice was brilliant for us last year, ERA of 2.92, so he continues as well in the middle relief. Also in there, Scott Oberg, still in the team, but we're taking him out of his closer role. He got 23 saves last year, so maybe it's a little bit harsh on him, but I just never really felt he was completely in control of closing out games. And Fernandez as well is going to stay in middle relief. He had an ERA of 5 last year, but it really did come down when he went into middle relief. So we'll see how he gets on there. And the 2 long relievers to start us off, Connor Green, who was Rookie of the Month and an All-Star last year. So let's hope he keeps that sort of form up. And also is Alcala, who has really always done a decent job for us. ERA 3.66 last season, so let's hope again that he keeps that up. So that's how the pitchers did in spring training. Let's have a look at the hitting side of things. Now, obviously, this is just the actual team. There were other guys that were in and around as well. The concerns, Brendan Rodgers only batting 141 is not ideal. Otherwise, actually Jackie Bradley and Polanco didn't have great times of things either. But otherwise, it's not too bad. We'll take that and run. It's not the worst, as I said. Anyway, let's go and have a look at these lineups ahead of the opening day game against the Mets. Alright, and this is how we're going to line up. The matchups don't look ideal, but we'll see how we go here. Leading us off this season, it was to start anyway in right field, is Tapia. He was almost batting champion last year, batted 339, so he seems the obvious choice to lead us off. Batting second will be second baseman Brendan Rodgers. He did obviously lead us off last year to good effect. He's got a little bit more power about him, so we're hoping Tapia gets on base and Rodgers will be able to help move him around. Dropping down to third from second last year is David Dahl. He was absolutely superb. He was our best player last season, so he's going to drop into the whose name we do not say, into his third in the lineup. Javier Baez will bat and clean up for us at shortstop. He was brilliant towards the end of last season, so let's hope he continues to bang in those home runs. Batting 5 will be the new third baseman Ryder Jones. A solid spring training. He's got big shoes to fill. Let's hope he can do a decent job of it. Batting 6 will be first baseman Evan White. He could potentially move a little higher up the order. I was tempted to bat him actually at 5, and maybe I should bat him at 5, but we'll see how he gets on there. I'm trying to keep the lefties and righties apart, which is why he's at 6. Jackie Bradley in center field. He will bat 7. Finished the season quite strong for us in the end, batted 261 last year, so let's hope that continues. And the catcher will be batting 8, and that catcher is, of course, the defensive gem, and to be fair, he was an offensive gem last year as well, Vazquez, who did really, really well, batted almost 300 in a Rockies shirt last year, which is superb. On the mound for us today is, of course, Robbie Ray. He led the league in strikeouts last season, so let's hope he can do something similar today, or this season, not just today. And we're up against Jacob deGrom. I'd probably rather we weren't, to be honest. He is an absolute star of the game, and, well, we'll do very, very well if we can beat him today. So here we go. Welcome to the Rockies' brand new season. It's going to be, we're pitching, aren't we? So an 0-2 count on their leadoff man, which I think was at Ahmed Rosario. It is. Can we start things off with a strikeout? Yes, we can. Robbie Ray Now, he is currently sitting on 1,496 strikeouts, a chance for 1,500 today, and on that form, you'd expect him to get it. A full count on Treadmill. Treadmill does what he does and walks. So a first base runner for the Mets. Dominic Smith comes up to bat now. Another full count. There goes Nemo. We get the strikeout, and Vazquez gets Nemo at second as well. Oh, a wonderful double play to end the top of the first. Nothing there for the Mets, and let's see what we can do against DeGrom now. Tapia will lead us off. It's a 2-1 count. Come on, Tapia. He has gripped it down the first baseline, and Tapia starts us off with a double. Well, let's hope this is a sign of things to come for this season ahead. Wonderful stuff there from Tapia. He is at second, and Brendan Rodgers will come in now. And could we dare dream of a nice early start with a run here? He walks to go 2-1 with no one out, and it brings David Dahl to the plate. A star last year, a 3-0 pitch. Oh, we're in DeGrom's head. It's loaded bases with no one out. Top or bottom of the first, I should say. And it's Baez that comes into bat. A 1-0 pitch. Baez slaps it down into right field, and that will clean the bases. It's going to be 3-0 to the Mets, as Baez will lead us off with a triple. What a start to the season this is. 3-0, no one out. Runner at third. Baez with 3 RBIs, and that is nice. That is unexpected. I did not expect DeGrom to do this in the first innings. Ryder Jones with his first at-bat in Major League Baseball. Actually, no, it's not his first at-bat in Major League Baseball, but it is for the Rockies, I think. He walks himself up to first. Runners at the corners now, and DeGrom has issued 3 walks already. Evan White comes in. A 1-0 pitch for Evan White. He gets it into right field. That's going to be 4-0. And I thought for a second there that Ryder might try and get himself over there to third, but not to be. Jackie Bradley with no one out, 2-on. Full count. Jackie Bradley, is that a double play? No, it's just 1. So 1 away now with runners at the corners. And it's going to be Christian Vazquez to the plate now. What can he do in this wonderful first innings? A 2-1 pitch. Vazquez gets it into right field. That's going to be 5-0 to the Mets. And Vazquez has himself a double as he slides into second, and White will hold at third. Still just 1 away. Robbie Ray will come up to the plate. Now, he's going to have to hit away here, isn't he? Let's see what Robbie Ray can do. Hit, of course, a home run last game of last season. This time he's got it up the middle. It's going to score another run. Robbie Ray with an RBI. It's 6-0. Vazquez gets himself over to third, and that'll do it for DeGrom. Well, that's one way to get him out of the game, isn't it? It's better than the usual just charge him and punch him in the face, which is something that our teams are known for. It's going to be a second at bat this innings for Tapia. He, on this occasion, has popped it up, and that'll end it. But a wonderful first innings from the Rockies. 6 runs off 4 hits. DeGrom out of the game. And, well, that's the stuff dreams are made of. Petey Alonso, my boy Blue, will come up to bat. He will ground it past Baez, and it will be a first hit of the season for the Mets, with a leadoff single there for Alonso. It's Conforto coming into bat now. What can Robbie Ray do with him? Another strikeout. A third of the game. That puts him on 1,498. Yeah, 98. That could be a double play ball. It's Baez. Can he get... No. It's out at first. So we'll take that 2 away as Alonso goes to second. Buster Posey now comes up to the plate to bat for them. It's a full count. Buster Posey has absolutely crushed that down into left field. That'll score Pete Alonso. And it will be 6-1. Now, lead cut down by 1. Hopefully, though, this is not going to be one of these games where we get off to a really good start and then they just chip their way back to a victory. It's Guamore with a first pitch swing. He's grounded that to Evan White. Across to cover first goes Robbie Ray. That'll end the second. Not before they pull one back, but that's fine. We'll take that. It is 6-1 as we go into the second innings now. And Brendan Rodgers, who is got a walk last time up, will face the new man on the mound. And Brendan Rodgers gets himself a first hit of the season. We just carry on where we left off. It's a leadoff single for Rodgers. David Dahl, who walked last time up, he's got an 0-2 pitch. David Dahl strikes out. That's 1 away. Baez now, who hit the triple, the 3 RBI triple last time around. Full count this time. He draws another walk. Apparently the altitude is affecting the Mets' aim here. We've got Ryder Jones, who walked last time up. This time around, Ryder Jones gets it into right field. It drops in for a hit, and he's going to have himself an RBI. As around to score will come Brendan Rodgers. Excellent stuff. 7-1. We've got our lead back out to 6. Evan White now, who had an RBI single, I think it was, last time up. He walks. What is going on today with these walks? Loaded bases, 1 out for Jackie Bradley. And what can he do with an 0-2 pitch? He watches strike 3 go past for 2 away. And it's Vazquez now, who got an RBI single last time, or double last time up. First pitch swing from Vazquez. It could be an infield hit. It was an awkward one for the third baseman. It is an infield hit, an RBI single for Vazquez. It's 8-1. Robbie Ray's going to come up to bat now with loaded bases and 2 out. He got an RBI last time. Of course, he can't get an infield hit. Well, a ground out. I don't know what you call it. And that ends the innings either way. And we go back to work with Robbie Ray. And he's going to face the pitcher. Now, he needs 2 for his 1500th strikeout. He's not going to get 1 there, though. It will be out, I think. Ryder Jones. Looking solid defensively. Love to see it right up. Ahmed Rosario comes back up. He's 0 for 1 today. 2-1's the count. And that is popped up. We've got Jackie Bradley out there in centre field. A simple catch for him. And that'll be 2 away. And it brings up Treadmill, Brendan Nimmo, who walked last time up. It's an 0-2 pitch this time. And it's another strikeout. Excellent stuff. And that'll do it for the top of the third. Tapia, he's batted every inning so far today. Well, actually, he batted because he batted twice in the first one. But he's third at bat in the third innings. And is that going to leave? Tapia has sent it into the stands. It's a first home run of the season. It's Ramel Tapia who's got it 410 feet into right centre field. And it is 9-1 to the Rockies against a heavily favoured Mets side on opening day. Rogers now, who's 1 for 1 with a walk. A 1-2 pitch for him. Rogers strikes out. That's 1 away. David Dull comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. A first pitch swing from Dull. He has popped it up into centre field. Or is it a little bit better than that? David Dull, it just kept going. And David Dull has a second home run of the innings. A first of the season for him. It's 10-1 to the Rockies. 447 feet over centre field. And that ball looked like it was a simple ball for centre field to catch. And it just kept floating and floating and floating. And it's another pitching change. Baez to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk. A 2-2 pitch, and he strikes out for 2 away. And it's Ryder Jones now, who is 1 for 1 with a walk. 2 out, no one on. A 2-2 pitch, and Jones strikes out. And that'll do it for the third, but we extend the lead 10-1. What an opening day. Robbie Ray now to face Smith. It's a 1-2 pitch, and there it is. Another strikeout for Robbie Ray. What a career he's having. It's going to be Nimmo. No, who's not? It's my boy Blue coming into bat now. Full count on him. And he draws a walk. A 1-out walk, that is. And Conforto now, who's 0 for 1, comes in the bat. A 1-0 pitch for him. That is popped up. Although, from what we saw from David Dull, it could well find itself landing in downtown Denver. But Jackie Bradley makes the catch. That's 2 away. Alonso stays at first. And it's Jeff McNeil now, who's 0 for 1. A 1-0 pitch. Jeff McNeil makes it 10-3. Well, that's not ideal, is it? A huge hit into right field. 411 feet. And, well, it's doing a little bit of damage to Robbie Ray's ERA, but I suppose as long as he wins, that's the main thing. Buster Posey comes in now. He is 1 for 1. He got a hit down into left field last time up to score Alonso, wasn't it? And that is up the middle for a 2-out single. And we just want to make sure that Ziggy doesn't get away from us at all here. It's Louis Gomore coming up to bat. This will be a huge out, so it would mean the pitcher leads off the next innings. And that is a ground out. And that will be the end of the fourth. They pulled 2 back on the back of that home run. And it's nice to see my boy Blue's got 2 of the 3 runs. It's Evan White coming up, though. He's 1 for 1 so far today. A 2-1 pitch. And Evan White, has he done a David Dull? It doesn't look like he has. That one's staying in. And that will be 1 away. In comes Jackie Bradley, 0 for 2 today, a 3-0 pitch. Jackie Bradley gets himself on base. With that 1-out walk, Vazquez, who is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. A 2-2 pitch, he loves the 2s, and that's a strikeout, and that will be 2 away. Robbie Ray now, 2 out, a runner at first. He's 0 for 1 today, a 1-0 pitch. Robbie Ray forces it down to third base, but that'll end the innings. A scoreless innings for the Rockies. You hate to see it. I haven't seen one this season. First of the season. And Robbie Ray now to face Tyler Miguel, the pitcher. A 2-2 pitch. And there's another strikeout for Robbie Ray as he starts to count towards 2,000 career strikeouts. Ahmed Rosario now 0 for 2 today. A 1-2 pitch. Another strikeout for Robbie Ray. Doesn't like the fact he's given up some runs. And Nimmo comes in. He is 0 for 1. A full count. And make that a strikeout of the side. A wonderful fifth there from Robbie Ray. And let's go and have another bat as it's Tapia who is 2 for 3 with that home run. A 1-1 pitch for Ramel, and he has grounded that to second base, and that'll be out at first. One away for the Rockies. It's going to be Brendan Rodgers who's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch, and Brendan Rodgers strikes out. And it's David Dull who hit that home run last time up. 1-1. David Dull, has he gone back-to-back? No, this one is going to dip in, and that will be a 1-2-3 innings for the Rockies in the 5th. We still have that 10-3 lead though, and Robbie Ray will continue to Dominic Smith, who is 0 for 2 today. 3-0's the count, and it's a lead-off walk. Not really what we wanted. My boy Blue, who's 1 for 1 with a couple of walks in there as well. A 1-1 pitch, he's grounded that into left field. I've got to say, I'm not disappointed to see Blue having a good day. He is a personal favourite, obviously. He goes all the way back to the METS series. The first series in that I did of Out of the Park Baseball. In comes Conforto. He's 0 for 2. Another strikeout for Robbie Ray. That's one away. That's a big out, actually. We needed that. Strikeout number 9 for Ray, and that'll do it for him. A wonderful first outing of the season for him. Connor Green comes in to take it up. A 3-1 count on the leadoff man for him, McNeil. He hit a home run last time. This time he walks to load the bases with one away. And just some small problems. Buster Posey, who's 2 for 2, comes in. 1-1's the count. A big pitch, this one. That is going to be caught. Is it? Oh, Jackie Bradley with a stunning catch. It's going to score a run. But he's saved a few there. Alonso goes to third as well. So with 2 out, it's runners at the corners. And it's Louis Gomore to face Connor Green. It's another full count. 2 out, 2 on. A big pitch, this one. And Connor Green walks him to load the bases. Now, Connor Green wasn't fantastic in spring training. Cespedes comes in to pinch hit. A 1-2 pitch. Oh, and Connor Green strikes him out to end the innings. That was just a little bit of a dangerous situation. A home run there, and it was game back on. But we've got out of that. It's Josh Luque coming in to pitch for them. It's Baez to the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Baez watches strike 3, and that is one away. Ryder Jones, who's 1 for 2, comes in. It's a full count. Come on, Ryder. Get yourself on base, mate. He does not. He watches strike 3 go past, and Evan White comes in now. 2 out, no one on. Another full count. Come on, Evan. He swings through strike 3, and that was not a great innings, that one. And you're just a little bit concerned that they are slowly chipping away at this. Green to continue to Rosario, who's 0 for 3 today. It's a first pitch swing. Come on, Connor. That might be an infield hit. It's deep. Baez. Oh, was that an error? No, it was. It's just a hit. It was a difficult one to field. So Treadmill comes in. 0 for 2. He gets himself another walk because that's what the Treadmill does. 2 on, no one out now for Dominic Smith. He's 0 for 2, but this is a little bit nerve-wracking. That's a pop-up. Tapia is there. He should be able to keep the runner at second. He does. And that's one away from my boy Blue, who's having a wonderful day. A 3-1 pitch. Blue walks again to load the bases. Only 1 out, and what we wouldn't give for a double play here. Conforto's 0 for 3 comes to the plate. It's a full count. Don't walk him, mate. He has walked him. And Bruce, you might need to get Connor Green out of this game, mate. We might need to send him to AAA. Bruce, I tell you what, well done, Bruce. You've done the right thing there. Alcala comes in. It's 1 out, loaded bases. And what can Alcala do to McNeil? It's a 1-1 pitch. That is going to clean the bases, and suddenly it is very much game back on. Can we keep the man at third? We cannot. It's a 3 RBI double for McNeil. It's 10-8. And it is game back on. Buster Posey, who's 2 for 2. It's a 1-1 pitch. Runner at second, 1 away. That should be out. David Dahl is there. And it's never easy, is it? It's never easy. Louis Gomore comes in. He's 0 for 2. A 1-2 pitch. Can we get out of this innings? We can. It's been a bit of a nightmare, that one, but we have got away with it, more or less. Lead is still intact, but we stretch, and we're back in a game again. Jackie Bradley to lead us off. He's 0 for 2 today. It's a first pitch swing from Jackie. What can he do? He can ground it out to second, and that'll be 1 away. It brings up Christian Vazquez, who is 2 for 3. It's a 3-1 pitch. Get yourself on base here, Christian. Oh, it's a well-hit ball. The shortstop knocks it down, but he will have himself a single. So that's good to see. And we are pinch hitting, and it's McMahon that comes in. Decent in spring training. McMahon swings through the full count, and that is 2 away. And Tapia will come in to face the new pitcher, Hill. Let's see what Tapia can do. He's 2 for 4 today. It's a first pitch swing. Tapia up the middle. That's going to be a hit. Will it get the runner to third? No, it won't. But 2 on, 2 out for Brendan Rodgers. What can he do? Can he extend the lead a little bit for us here? He has got it into left field. Can we score on that? Vazquez not the quickest. He's coming home though. And Christian Vazquez will extend the lead back out by 1. It's an RBI single for Brendan Rodgers. It's 11 to 8. And it's David Dull now to the plate with 2 on and 2 out. It's a 1-2 pitch on Dull. He watches it go past. That ends the 7th. It's 11 to 8. And it's Jacob Patterson coming out to face Patrick Mazeika, the catcher, who's pinch hitting. It's 0-2. Come on, Patterson. That's a good start to your season, mate. He was wonderful last year. Of course, he won the Best ERA award. Rosario comes in now. He's 1 for 4. It's an 0-1 pitch. Rosario has popped it up, I think. Tapia is there. He will make the play. And that'll be 2 away. And we might get a first look at Valdez as the closer in this one. Nimmo comes in now. He's 0 for 2 with about 4 walks. It's a full count. And that is going to loop its way into right field. And Nimmo has himself a 2-out single. Smith now comes in. He is 0 for 3 today. It's another full count. And it's another walk. And it's going to be tying run to the plate. And it's Peter Lonzo, who we know can hit a home run. It's another full count. This time he gets it into center field. Is it going to score a run? It is going to score a run. It's 11 to 9. It's 2 out. Runners at the corners. The go-ahead runners at the plate. That'll do it for Patterson. It's going to bring in Romero to face Conforto. It's a 1-2 pitch. This is a massive, massive at-bat. And we get the strikeout. And we still have that very, very narrow lead. Seth Lugo comes in. He was a favourite of mine at the Mets. Was he? Or was it him? I can't remember who it was now. Anyway, Baez to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. It's a 1-2 pitch. Come on, Javier. He has grounded at the shortstop. Oh, it's an error from Rosario. They are choking. The pressure's getting to them. And let's see what Ryder Jones can do with Baez at first. It's a first pitch swing. They've walked him, have they? No, they're going to try and pick Baez off. Thankfully, he's paying attention. And well, that was just a waste of everybody's time. A 1-2 pitch on Jones. He has got it into center field. It's popped up though. And that will keep the runner at first and be 1 away. It'll bring Evan White up to bat now. 1 for 3 today. What can he do? An 0-1 pitch. There goes Baez. Is he going to get there? I think he is. Yes, he is. Nicely done by Javier Baez into scoring position now. Can Evan White drive him in? It's a 2-2 pitch. Evan White. No, he strikes out. That's 2 away. And it's Jackie Bradley who is 0 for 3. It's a first pitch swing. Jackie Bradley has popped it up. And we will go to the 9th with a 2-run lead. I did not see this coming at 10-1 in the 3rd, I've got to say. But here we are. And it is Valdez, his first assignment as a closer. He's going to face Jeff McNeil, who is 2 for 3 with 5 RBIs. What a day he's having. Let's hope Valdez does do a good job as a closer. That is popped up. David Dull will have that. That's 1 away. Alright, Buster Posey, who is 2 for 3. It's an 0-2 pitch on him. Come on, Valdez. Come on, mate. There's a strikeout. 2 away. Alright, have we found ourselves a closer? Guamore, who is 0 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch. It's popped up. David Dull is there. And eventually we have beaten the Mets on opening day. But that was a lot more tense than it should have been. So there we go. He looked okay. Obviously, one game is not a season, but he closed that out nicely, and I think that's potentially maybe a beginner's luck masterstroke there for me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of that. But that is opening day, done and dusted, and we have won. And we find ourselves, unfortunately, well, obviously we're not top of the division, but we're equal joint. We're where we need to be right now, which is good. Is it too early to talk perfect season? Don't know. But probably. But there we go. So that is it for today, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. We want to try and get the season underway a little bit here, don't we? So what if we come back to face the snake? We'll welcome him back to Rockies, the Rockies. So we'll come back for this one. Game 3 against the St. Louis Cardinals and Nolan Arenado. That'll be next time, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.